On February 23rd, in the neighborhood of Stellia Shores in Brunswick, Georgia, 25-year-old Ahmad Arbery was shot dead point blank with a shotgun in the middle of the street by 34-year-old Travis McMichaels, along with his father, 64-year-old Gregory McMichaels. Gregory, a retired Georgia police officer of 7 years, followed by another 30 years as an investigator for the DA's office. You're watching Talks with Ryan, and let's get right into this video. Apparently, there was a 911 call that was placed moments before the shooting occurred, claiming that a black male in a white t-shirt had just entered an active work site where a home was being built. The home was without doors or windows and was still under the early stages of construction. Now let's listen to that 911 call before we go any further into this situation.
Brunswick Communications, Operator Smith.
Hey, I live out at Stellia Shores.
Okay.
There's break-ins out here. There's a guy in the house right now. It's a house under construction.
Okay, do you have your address or the other house's address?
Right at 219 or 220 Stellia Drive.
And you said someone's breaking into it right now?
No, it's all open. It's under construction. And he's running right now. There he goes right now.
Okay, what is he doing?
He's running down the street.
Okay.
Back into the
Okay, that's fine. I'll get them out there. I just need to know what he was doing wrong. Was he just on the premises and not supposed to be?
Stuff on it, and he's been caught on the camera a bunch before at night. It's kind of an ongoing thing out here. The man that's building the house has got heart issues. I think he's not going to finish it. So.
Okay, that's fine. And you said it was a male in a black t-shirt?
A white t-shirt, black guy, white t-shirt, and he's done running back into the neighborhood.
In my personal opinion, this was a senseless killing, although both men did have cop-like mentalities. But ever since it's happened, people from neighboring areas have come out in droves to protest for Arbery, in which now has went from a shooting and is now being called a murder.
We are here today for one reason and one reason only, because Ahmad Arbery was killed in cold blood. And because of that, we are standing together with this community, with this family, to demand that not only justice be served, but his life be honored.
They didn't make the arrest after they saw the video. They made the arrest after we saw the video.
The two McMichaels claimed that they felt that Arbery was responsible for and was behind a recent series of neighborhood break-ins. And might I add that they, the McMichaels, approached him, Arbery, and they have claimed now that their actions of lethal force was in self-defense during their so-called claim to citizens' arrest.
Police reports state that Travis McMichael grabbed his shotgun, got in a truck with his father, and then drove down the street looking for the man they saw running down the road. The report states the two shouted to Arbery to stop running. Then Travis got out of the truck with his firearm. Video shows the two struggle over the gun, and then you hear 3 gunshots and see Arbery fall to the ground. Today, his attorney says we know the end, but that we don't know the beginning. They also ask that people reserve judgment until all the facts are presented in a court.
It turns out that investigators stalled this case for the first 2 months, and 2 of the district attorneys representing the case recused themselves altogether without any reasoning. I think maybe that they couldn't break that thin blue fraternal line. Now that some time's passed and the 3rd attorney is now representing the case, a security video has been released showing Arbery at the location and entering the pre-built home. But the video clearly shows that Arbery was not doing anything wrong or illegal, and that's according to Georgia state laws. He simply looked around the building and then he went on about his job. I have a short clip here I want you guys to watch that showcases the security footage with Arbery on it. Now you guys make your own decision. Here's the video clip.
Surveillance video obtained by our Atlanta affiliate WSB will certainly be part of the debate. It was recorded shortly before Arbery was killed and shows a man walking into an open home construction site and looking around. Arbery's family attorneys say they believe this second video obtained by ABC News does show the 25-year-old former football player in that home under construction. But they underline that he wasn't breaking the law and left empty-handed, and they are praying for them. The family says they have no relationship with the McMichaels and would have never wanted what they call a vigilante response.
At 2:08 in the video, you see a man in a white shirt and shorts walk into a home under construction on Satilla Drive. Moments later, a person can be seen in the top left frame observing what's going on. A 911 call from that day has audio of a man saying there's someone in a house that's under construction. At 2:13, the first man appears to run out the front door and down the street. Investigators have not said there is any evidence Arbery burglarized the home. Police reports following the shooting did not know anything stolen on Arbery.
Now, before we go any further into this case, I want to go over something real quick, and I want to clear it up completely. There's been rumors going around, through the media and all over the internet that the homeowner, Larry English, did have fishing equipment stolen several days prior to this case. And everybody's saying that it possibly could have been Arbery. Well, let's clear this whole thing up real quick, and I'm going to let you guys hear it for yourself from the man himself, Larry English.
Didn't you report, though, that you believe something had been taken from the house, but you couldn't identify who did it?
No.
So
that's a false accusation.
Oh, good to know. Thank you very much. So you never reported anything about any fishing equipment or anything like that?
The instance with the fishing equipment has got blown out of proportion. That was out of a boat, not out of the structure. And I'm not exactly sure when or where that happened. The boat was transported from Brunswick to our location to where we live 2 hours away. And I never filed a report on that because I don't know for sure exactly where it happened.
Boy, you're right. That is getting thrown all over the place as a potential other situation that Arbery may have been involved in. And just to be clear, you never filed it, you've never accused him, and you don't have any reason to believe that Ahmaud Arbery had anything to do with that.
That is correct.
That is correct.
Larry English bought the waterside lot in the Satilla Shores neighborhood about 3 years ago. He's been overseeing the construction of a house there from his home about 2 hours away.
We went ahead and put cameras up where we could keep an eye on the boat and also any kind of traffic from the children in the neighborhood.
Those cameras are motion activated and will send an alert to English's phone if anyone comes inside their range, which he says happened 4 or 5 times over the next few months.
In a post to Twitter, it shows that when Ahmaud's sister was interviewed, she stated that he was highly interested in electrical work and had plans for going to school to be an electrician. And maybe that was the reason, and that would account for him being at the work site. I also found another article from the Blaze that states a Georgia cop said that there was no string of robberies the prior weeks leading up to Ahmaud's shooting death. And that was according to police records and 911 recordings. Now, before we go any further, I have one simple question. Larry installed cameras to watch his property because he was frequently away from that location. Now, both the cameras are in plain sight. Why would anybody walk into a place in broad daylight on camera and attempt to steal anything anyways? It just don't make any sense. And what his sister said about him wanting to learn about the electrical world and, a brand new home, running new electrical wiring and stuff, that would be right in the same niche that he was, interested in.
A neighbor or two down had found out that I had some videos and some different people who had been on the videos. And I think in that time period, maybe he had some tools stolen out of the back of his truck.
Back on November 19th, neighbor Diego Perez texted English. He said, quote, "Goodness, if you catch someone on your cameras, let me know right away. I can respond in mere seconds. It's totally up to you. Our yards connect in the back. I can go either way, through the front or back, with your permission." A notification hit his phone on February 11th with this video. Because we don't know the person's identity, we're blurring it. You can see the person walking through the unfinished home. English quickly messaged Perez again, who replied, quote, "The police showed up and we all searched for a good while. I think he got spooked and ran after Travis confronted him. Travis said the guy ran into the house. Let me know if he shows up or if they find him. I appreciate you letting me know." Less than 2 weeks later, on February 23rd, a person believed to be Ahmad Arbery triggers the cameras again. English tells me he didn't see that notification until almost a half hour after it hit his phone, at which point he called Perez. Larry, when you got that notification, how did you react?
I can't remember the exact words, but to the point that he said, well, no use to kind of worry about it because there's been a gentleman shot down here and I think he's dead.
As for now, guys, in this tangled web of stories and videos and information, it's been made very clear that they've charged the McMichaels, Greg and his son Travis, for the shooting and now for the murder. And they've both been arrested, and they are now sitting in Glenn County Correctional Facility facing murder charges. This is the last word that anybody in the media has got from Greg or Travis or his attorneys.
Attorneys representing a man charged with murdering Ahmaud Arbery are speaking publicly for the first time. The team out of Decatur, Georgia, representing the accused shooter, 34-year-old Travis McMichael.
Our commitment to you and to Mr. McMichael is to review everything in this case and not judge anything until we have all the facts as well.
During the press conference, it was asked why the McMichaels chose to get in their truck and drive to find the person they saw running down the street. This was attorney Bob Rubin's response.
So we're listening to what the family has to say, but we're also listening to the other witnesses in the community, and we will be reviewing all of what we understand is out there. There's a lot of information out there, and as we take it in and we digest it, again, our commitment is to the truth, which will answer that question eventually, and we believe that answer will come forward as we move through the court system.
Until there's more information to dig through, I'm going to leave this video right here. So, what do you guys think happened? I want to hear your thoughts in the comments section below, and when more info becomes available, I will be putting out an update. Until then, guys, leave this video a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel for future videos, and make sure and share this on all your social media platforms. And until then, I will see you guys in the next video.